Hello.
We're back. We're back for the attack. Had a brief meltdown with my eyesight yesterday. Ay, man. I tell you, as you get older, things start falling apart.
Just wait, Bubba.
I know it does. It does worry me a little bit. How you doing today, man? That's the $1 million question. How is JC doing today?
A little chilly out, but I think it's all right. Got the job done.
I do love this weather though. It's I think it's because it's attached to our favorite sport, one of our favorite sports.
Yeah.
You know.
There's so much going on now. I mean, you got everything.
Do you ever go to the cider mill?
I've been to cider mills before. Yeah.
They're kind of fun to do with this kind of weather.
I like it doesn't like a hot cup of coffee and one of those fresh donuts.
Oh, where they just got them out of the oven or whatever, their little dunking machine, and it's cool stuff. Anyway, we had a lot of stuff this past weekend. We had our college football, we had our pros, we had baseball. If you go to our Facebook page, everything is posted there for you. Our results, just everything. Starting with Saturday, I'm not going to go over all the results, but I can give you an idea of how all that went down. So 2-2 for our best bets. Then the rest of our top 10 list, we went 4-3. We had wins with the USC Oregon State under 71. Kent State plus 45.5 over Georgia. Boy, didn't they give Georgia the fight?
Yes, they did. You said
Man,
Georgia was going to take it easy on them, but yeah, they showed up.
Yeah, they put 22 points up on the board, and I give Kent State a lot of credit. Their first 3 games were Georgia, Oklahoma, and who did they open with? Washington. What
than Wolverines, huh?
What an opening to your season. But Kent State's getting paid.
Oh yeah, they're getting paid.
Yeah. We had Utah and Arizona State under 54.5. Mississippi State 29.5 over Bowling Green. We got that win. For our leans, we did really well, 7-3. The only losses we had was the Michigan minus 6.5 over Maryland. Maryland gave them a game.
Sure did.
Then this, I'll tell you, Air Force, God bless America, man.
Boy, they went an offensive splurge, didn't they?
Dude, we had 24. We have Nevada plus 24. They didn't cover it. They lost by 28. And then my UTSA, to be honest, I kind of got talked into that damn pick. My numbers were coming up where that should have came through, but sometimes your gut should tell you right or wrong, and I wasn't following my gut feeling. I was going by the numbers, and it just if I'd have gone with the gut, we wouldn't be talking about a loss there. But they won, but they did not cover the 42 points. Texas Southern put 24 up on them, and Texas San Antonio won 52-24. I tell you, 42 points is a lot to cover.
Oh, it is.
That's a brutal. So the results are there for you to check out. Then we had, believe it or not, a week of NFL.
Oh, yeah.
And I'll tell you, the first few weeks have been rough for everybody. Things that aren't supposed to happen are happening. It's just a crazy season so far in the sports betting world for the NFL. So if you go to our results page on our Facebook, you'll see the NFL results. Let's see, I think there was a few things that caught my attention.
That Miami team. Wow.
Your Dolphins?
The Dolphins, yeah.
Yeah, the Dolphins have just
Check the power rankings on ESPN, and they're the number one ranked team.
They are. Buffalo slipped to 2.
Yep.
Yeah, I was looking at that. Miami is. Guess who we have coming up? Lions we're at home against Miami.
Well, I thought we had Seattle this week.
Oh, we do, but some within the next 3 or 4 weeks, I think Miami's sitting somewhere in there. But
Seattle in the power rankings, so hopefully we can get a W this Sunday.
Yeah, put us at 2-2 where we kind of figured we would be.
Yeah.
Our best bet we had did not obviously come through, but we did hit our best player prop of the weekend, which was Chase Edmonds under 34.5 rushing yards, and we took the win there. He had 21. But as the best bet, the one I love the most, and I almost take it again. Was the Rams in Arizona over 48.5. They only scored a total of 32 points. That was a strange game. It's, it just sucks when you're putting it all out there, giving out your best that you got. And on paper, this thing would win 99 out of 100 times. It just, the Rams offense didn't show up.
Are the Rams, are they suffering a hangover from being champions, do you think?
I'll tell you what, I hope they are, because we get their number 1 pick.
Yeah.
So have the biggest hangover you guys want, man.
Exactly. Yeah, you've already won it now, Stafford. Now,
I tell you the one that just absolutely blew my mind, and it wasn't even the Buffalo loss because it was a tight game, but was the Chargers at home.
Oh,
they got jackhammered 38-10 by Jacksonville.
Saw that.
I just did. I don't think anybody saw that coming at all.
No.
Really, Cincinnati over the Jets was really one of my favorite plays that came through. And then the rest, because how I usually do it, I give you my best bet of the week. Then my top 3 after that, I kind of added as like my top 4 games of the weekend. Then I give you the rest of the games, and I kind of put it out there. Went 4-6-1 there. Our player props went 6-6. Jalen Hurts, 1 week he throws up 140 some yards of rushing. This past week, we needed him over 50. He only got 20.
Yeah.
Delvin Cook took care of business. He went over 77 yards, had 96. Josh Allen, that was just a walk in the park. Over 280, he had 400. Patrick Mahomes, we had him over 287.5. We lost. He only had 262.
Close.
Yeah. So, and then, the last night's game, Dallas and the Giants, we had over 39, and it was interesting because that's what it ended on, was 39 points.
Yep.
A lot of times you'll see 39.5 or 38.5. This thing stuck at 39, and it was kind of funny because I remember when the game started, I thought, you know what? This is a type of game that will probably end right on 39, and sure as shit. But Dallas is showing it, backup quarterback or not.
Maybe losing Prescott was the best thing for him. Who knows?
You know what? I tell you what, I wouldn't change anything.
No, gosh, no. Nope.
So, you can go to obviously our Facebook page, hit like, hit the notification, all that jazz. We got results from yesterday. We also have tonight's plays. They've been listed there for the last few hours. Go check them out. The later games, because some of them have already started. There's one that I really, really like that didn't make the best bets. But it's odd. It's LA Dodgers. Take their money line because it's actually pretty cheap. LA Dodgers money line -110 over the Padres.
Yep.
But what I really, really like here is the no runs first inning. Take that. Between the two pitchers, they're like oh God, let me see real quick who's it. Well, I think one of them's Tyler Anderson. Let me make sure I'm correct on that. He is like 21-2 in first innings, and his opposing pitcher is only lost no run first inning one time. He's like 14-1 or some crazy thing like that. But they're calling for over eight runs tonight, which is really odd. Let's see who we got here. We have got Tyler Anderson's going for the Dodgers. Blake Snell for the Padres. You can easily get out of the first inning, no runs. These guys don't give up runs early, even though your batting order is you got Mookie Betts, Freeman, Turner. On the other side, you got Manny. Let's see. Yeah, you're going to have – okay, so for the Dodgers, you'll have Betts, Turner, Freeman, Smith, Muncy, Taylor, Thompson, Barnes. For Padres, you got Kim, Soto, Machado, Drury, Myers, Bell, and so forth. You're going to get out of the first inning, no runs there, and it's pretty cheap. I think it's like -130, something like that. So if you got a bet of the night, I would jump on that, guys. Really, 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 really like that one. And then I've got your player props set there. Some good stuff tonight. So let's check out our baseball and let's win some money tonight, man. I love winning money. And then
especially if you have to pay for car repairs.
Yeah, car repairs coming up.
Repair stuff.
But hey, if anybody needs a 2008 Mercury Mountaineer, give me a holler. Be selling that. It's sitting in the garage, it's doing nothing. It's a waste of a car. We only need one car. So,
and I was checking the baseball. The Brew Crew are only a game and a half out for that final National League wild card spot.
Nice.
So let's go, Brew Crew. They got to play St. Louis tonight. Tough game, but it's a good rivalry.
Yeah. What does I think we only got like 10 games left, don't we?
Yeah, it's getting down.
Getting down to the nitty gritty.
Yeah, 8 to 10 games, I think, for all the teams. Yeah, so it's coming down.
Taking a look at it right now. Yeah, we were talking about the race the other day. Looking at wild card right now. The division leaders. Okay, so in the American League, this is how it's looking. You got Houston, Yankees, and Cleveland. They're pretty much locked in there. Now your wild card, your top three are your Toronto, Tampa, and Seattle. Baltimore they're hanging in there. They're 3.5 games behind. The White Sox 7.5, Minnesota 9.5, but they're in.
Yep.
You got to be right. You got to be right up against that third team to have a chance. I, in my opinion, Jay, unless something crashes and burns, I think those are going to be your wild cards there. Seattle, Tampa, and Toronto. That's about right, I think, of deserving. Baltimore, they started off the season rough. But they come flying back.
Yep.
To make some noise. But yeah, it's
they're 5-5 in their last 10. So when you're fighting for a wild card spot, you gotta do better than that. You gotta do better than playing 500 bucks.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, and they are at Boston, which is never easy.
Nope.
The only Boston is already out of it. So you might be getting some of those minor leaguers coming up. You may get lucky. So you may face, you won't be facing their superstars,
right?
Because they probably aren't going to want to have them get hurt. So you're looking at it's looking pretty good for you to gain a little ground. Seattle, they're off. They're playing September 27th against Texas. Texas is well out of it, so it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough to squeeze in there. Now, your leaders, it's solid. And, Jay, St. Louis is always in the mix, dude.
Oh, yeah.
They don't even need to win their side. They're winning their division, but they don't even need to do it. They just need to somehow sneak in there. That is a team I would never want to play in the playoffs.
No.
They are one of those teams that they fly under the radar, and they do well. And St. Louis is lucky to have a team like that because they seem to always be in there.
Yep.
Your 3 wild cards, Atlanta, San Diego, Philly, and you got Milwaukee's right there.
Yep.
1.5.
Yeah, I'd like to see him pip Philadelphia for that last spot.
And I think Milwaukee has a better chance of moving on than Philadelphia does. I just think Milwaukee's got a better team. I like Phil. I like Zach Wheeler, though. I'm a big fan of him for Philly. I think he's pitching tonight. Frisco, they're 8.5 out. They're done.
Yep, they're gone.
They'll just have to. I mean, they're playing Colorado, but I don't think. As a matter of fact, tonight, guys, the upset special of the night, I have Colorado money line, which is I think plus 184, and Colorado. You could even take them on the run line minus 1.5 pays almost plus 300. I just have a funny feeling tonight. San Francisco it's like their kryptonite. It's been kind of like a 50-50 thing with them of who's going to win, and Colorado is really a big underdog tonight, and I don't see it with the 2 pitchers that are going. So that's your underdog special of the night. We've been hitting those lately, so
right.
Go to our page and check that out. But those are our standings. It's looking like it's tightening up, and especially the National League. National League, I think, other than Milwaukee, I think it's all set. Because the next closest team is Frisco, and they're 8.5 out.
Yep.
It's not going to happen, folks. Baltimore on the other side, 3.5. They're going to have to really.
We have to win out.
Yep, they got to really. Yeah, they really do.
Yep.
Because those other teams aren't going to bow out easily, man.
Nope.
So, dude, there's some news, man, out there. We got some crazy stuff going on. What's up with our boy Brett Favre, man? What is his deal?
He's kind of a greedy fella.
Yeah.
Wow. Making sure that the media wouldn't find out his little steal there.
Yeah, it's how do you misspend $20 million?
I don't know.
And what's sad about it? It was welfare money intended to help needy people in one of the country's poorest states.
Yeah, I mean, this guy's made, he's worth $100 million. He can't pony up some of his own money. He's got to get, money earmarked for, people in need. Come on, Favre.
Yeah, I don't know what kind of trouble. I mean, when you misuse money, that's almost getting him out of like the word stealing. But it's interesting because his daughter started playing on the volleyball team at Southern Mississippi where he went to school, and they put in a brand new volleyball facility.
Yeah, I didn't know women's volleyball in college was such a big moneymaker.
Well, apparently it is. But instead of helping the needy people,
Right.
they thought, let's put in a volleyball court. Yeah, that's a better idea.
That's pathetic. Absolutely pathetic.
It's
I mean, he's
just,
probably going to get away with it, and he's going to get away with a slap on the wrist. I mean, that's the way it seems to go. But
yeah, I know Sirius XM Radio, they've put a hold on his show. He's got a show there.
He could fill that slot.
He could put us on the slot.
Yeah, we could. Yeah, we could do it.
We'll go in there and we'll.
And we won't scam anybody's money. We promise.
Right. Oh my God. I don't know if it's necessarily news. Do me a favor. Are you online?
Yep.
Okay. Go to type in newarena.com. What should pop up is the ranking the best college football helmets. And they've got the top 25. And I want you to go through them with me and tell me what you think.
All right.
Let me know when you find it. It's real interesting because anybody who knows me, I'm a very visual person. I like visual things. It's kind of like we were talking about music the other day, and I know you collect records, and
yep,
I still collect CDs and stuff. I like looking at the stuff. I like reading. If they have pamphlets, I'll open it and I'll read it. And I love the visual cover. I love the cover art. It's kind of how I am with stuff like this. And I think football helmets can be really cool to look at when you've got your favorite teams. Were you able to find it, Jay?
On that, I'm going to just go top 25 football helmets, college football helmets.
It's titled "Ranking the Best Helmets in College Football." The site is New Arena.
Yeah, I went to that and I couldn't find the college football.
You know what? I'm sending it right to the email. You should be able to click in. It should open right up. Okay, it's coming through. I just sent it. Right. See if that should open up to write what I'm looking at. I would have had number 25 in my top 25. I think it's a cool character. It's actually kind of funny looking when you look at him up close.
I love his little stash.
That's the first thing I noticed.
Yeah, his little tash is great.
The Arizona State Sun Devils gets the number 25 bid. I do like that. Do you know what his name is? It's Sparky.
Sparky.
He's running while he's carrying his pitchfork. Probably something you shouldn't do. But Arizona.
Ooh. No, I do.
Wow.
24 is a little. I mean,
it's wild.
It's almost too busy for me.
Yep. We got San Diego State coming in at a 24. What a wild design. It's one of those Aztec designs that has like.
Cool, though, I guess.
Yeah. Yep. And this one, a little surprising. Number 23, Wyoming, the Cowboys.
Yeah, I like it though. It's got a guy bronc busting, and it's kind of that logo on a white helmet. I think it looks good, and then you got the piping down the middle. I like it.
Yeah, I do. I'm actually a fan of their colors too. I think they got some pretty cool colors. Now, this has always been one of my favorites. Number 22. They every year they have multiple helmets.
Oh yeah, yep.
But Boise State Broncos, man, they know how to dress up their players.
And I see
cool.
Yeah, and the quarterback there just entered the transfer portal.
Yes, he did.
And he's got 2 years left. Where do you think he's going to go? Do you think?
Well, he's the best one out there. I don't know, dude. I'm going to have to read up on it because I actually have the story on him, but I just find it kind of weird in the beginning of the year that he's ditching. But I think he's finished college, and does he have 2 more years?
Yeah, I think he's really just looking to boost up stock in the draft.
Yeah, I do too. I think that's got to be the only reason. Then 21, you got the Ole Miss Rebels.
Yeah, that's a. Cool.
I guess it's classic. I guess you could call it a classic look.
That powder blue, I love it.
Yeah. Number 20, you got the Arkansas Razorbacks. You always know who's playing when you see that hog running.
Yep, Suey Pig.
That's pretty badass there, man. Definitely like that. Then you got 19. We're talking about the looks of helmets. I mean, I don't know if we're talking of, if they were going in the way of like design. I mean, it's the Georgia Bulldogs. Now, yeah, they're the best team in the country, but it's just a red helmet with a G on it. It's just almost like a Green Bay type of helmet, just different colors. It's just I don't get it, but I mean, you know what it is when you see it.
I think it's just a classic, simple design, and Georgia.
So if they're going with that, then I'm sure we're going to see Penn State somewhere.
We possibly. All right, let's see what's next.
Number 18, you got Colorado Buffaloes. I like the colors.
I do like the flat gold though. I like that.
Yeah, that's sharp. Definitely like that.
The big
colors there. Oh yeah, here you go. I knew this one was coming. Number 17, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Yep.
I like the Ohio State because it's got all the marijuana stickers on it.
It does. It does. They've got it. The visual they have is the Ohio State helmet just covered in stickers, and it just looks like a marijuana leaf.
Apparently, they're Buckeye leaves.
Well,
but it looks like marijuana to me. But hey.
I mean, if you get pulled over and you got those kind of leaves, you can say, "Hey, it's a Buckeye." It's not no. You guys don't know what you're talking about, but you're high. I'm high on Buckeye.
High on. Yep.
Number 16 got the Clemson Tigers. Just a big paw mark.
Yeah. It doesn't do much for me.
No. Now the next one, I'm more about the color than I am the logo.
Yeah.
North Carolina Tar Heels.
I love that powder blue.
I know. I've heard it being talked about like it's a wimpy color, but I think
on the jersey, I like the Argyle piping around the jersey, around the neck. I think that's really sharp.
Yep. Number 14, my home state, my home school, Oklahoma Sooners.
You.
Yep, I am liking that.
That's a classic iconic helmet.
It is. And the next one is I mean, you can't argue this one. Number 13, the Florida Gators. Your team basically dismantled them this past weekend.
We almost gave it away, but we did finally beat them. We lost to them, I think, 11 times in a row or some crazy number like that. It's good.
I would, and you know, I would hope that helmet is going to come on this list.
Well,
bingo.
Number 12.
Number 12.
Power T. Orange power.
Yep. I mean, you got to like it. It's just, it's simple. It's to the point, I guess, you know. And this one, I hate to admit it, but you know, when you see it, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish.
Oh yeah, yep.
You know, they use real gold in there too.
Do they really?
It's real. There's shavings of it. Yeah.
Well, the Catholic Church is one of the biggest landholders in the world, so I guess they can afford it.
Yep.
Oops. Oh. Oh boy.
Number 10.
I like the Hawkeye. It's a cool.
Yep. And I have a bad feeling my nemesis is going to be coming up real soon here.
Oh boy.
I know.
I think so too.
Oh, number 9. I'm glad they made the list. Miami Hurricanes. Speaking of hurricanes.
Yeah. Wow.
They're going to be getting a taste of one real soon.
Ian.
Yep. He's coming in with a little bit of power. This has always been kind of one of mine, if I had a top 25, is the Florida State Seminoles. Always like that arrow. Shoo.
Oh, yeah.
It's a cool uniform altogether.
Oh, yeah. The colors, you know, the Seminole Indian when he comes out on the horse. I mean, it's great.
Number 7, Texas Longhorns. You got to have the Texas Longhorns.
Oh, yeah. It's, again, simple, but, you know, iconic.
It is. It's right to the point. It says, hey, we are the Longhorns. Can't you tell? And this actually is one of my favorite ones because every game they're different. And boy, I'll tell you, I would love to watch them every weekend on TV because you don't know what uniform you're getting.
Yeah, all that Nike money. They do some interesting things.
They do.
And there's usually now middle ground. It's you either love the uniform and the helmet they come out with that week or you hate it.
Yeah, I love when they go chrome because sometimes they just look so badass. This is interesting. Number 5.
Great
Pittsburgh.
Color. Love the colors.
I do too. I that's a great call there. I like that one. Number 4, UCLA.
That's a cool helmet too.
It is. You know, it's LA, man.
It is LA.
You know, you figure they're here it is. Number 3.
It is a cool helmet though. I mean, I'm not a fan.
It is.
But it's an iconic helmet.
You know who has the same helmet in college football? You should know this.
Oh shoot. What state are they in?
Well, hold on. I got to make sure I got it right. It's either state. It's either the state or let me see. MET. Got to make sure I got this right.
Delaware? I'm just.
Yep.
Delaware,
it's actually Delaware State.
Okay. All right. All right. And I didn't look it up.
Right. No, that's good job. Good job. They have the exact same helmet. And the only thing that's different, it's the blue and yellow are slightly different shades. But if you look it up, it's exact same helmet. And the stripes are a little different. I mean, you'd see once you look at it. But it's not much. It's actually, I'm looking at them both now. They really aren't. They're the same winged helmet. It's just Delaware's is a lighter blue. Yellow could be the same. I don't know. But yep. 3, Michigan Wolverines. Number 2, the USC Trojans.
Great colors.
Now, don't go to number 1. Have you gone yet?
I have.
Don't go. Did you go to it already?
I did.
I was going to have you guess it.
Number
Anyway, one.
The SEC is very well represented in this top 25.
Yeah, there's the ones I'm kind of surprised though. I'm surprised we didn't see any of the Air Force, Army, or Navy. Kind of surprised we didn't see. I've always liked their helmets. They're also, Air Force has the lightning bolt. That's really cool.
That is cool.
But yeah, that
interesting.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Let's see here. But yeah, that is your top. Let's see here.
Helmets.
Okay. Your top 25 helmets. Okay. Oh, did you see Myles Garrett's car crash? The body cam footage was released.
No.
Yes, sir.
Huh.
It says Browns defensive end Myles Garrett was involved in a single car collision after practice on a Monday night. His Porsche flipped several times while swerving to avoid hitting an animal on the road, so he says. The team released a statement on Garrett's injury, detailing that the two-time Pro Bowler suffered a shoulder-sprained bicep strain and several lacerations as a result of the crash near the city of Wadsworth. His Week 4 matchup against the Falcons hasn't been determined whether he plays or not, but it's whew. If you see this car crash, dude, it's insane.
Check it out. Yeah, he probably should just. I wonder what the animal was.
I know. PETA is going to be like all over it. Like, well, I don't care what condition he's in. I want to make sure. How's the animal doing?
Well, I mean, if it's between swerving into oncoming traffic or hitting the animal, I'm hitting the animal.
Right.
It's the way it goes.
His car was, wow. It's super fucked up. But he, I don't know what kind of car that is, but it's,
I think it was a Porsche.
Yeah, you know what? It is a Porsche. I can see the emblem now. It's pretty crazies.
So, that's an instance where you or I, as professional drivers, should actually be driving that car. And he could have the 2008 Mountaineer.
Oh, for sure.
I'm just saying.
Yeah.
Car miles, please.
Oh, well. Anyway, that's yeah, that is what it is, man. Let's see. We have listed. Oh, actually, you know what? I do have something for you. Did you see the story of the USA soccer team?
Yep. Yeah, the last couple.
Is that going to be a big deal for us?
19-year-old kid. He should be recovered, but it's going to be interesting to see how he plays over in Germany for Borussia Dortmund. So hopefully it's not going to affect his World Cup participation, but you never know with those injuries, but he's young enough. So hopefully it'll be
right. Well, when, I guess apparently by what it sounds like is he's one of the better players on the team.
Yeah. Yep. Reina. Yep. Good player. So hopefully it won't, but it's going to be tough for us to even advance out of the first, the group that we're in. So,
yep.
We'll see.
What's that, buddy?
We'll see.
Yeah. Chicago Bulls, Lonzo Ball can't run. He can't jump without pain. It's his second knee surgery. And he's young, dude.
This team's not going to be happy. The ball.
No, I think the only thing he has going for him is his age. You know, you can recover quicker. But when you start saying, yeah, it's going to be my second time, my third time, it says after spending the summer rehabilitating in LA, he's seeking different opinions from knee specialists. But he still can't run or jump without feeling pain in his left knee, which is why he is scheduled to undergo another knee surgery. He actually went under it. He goes under it tomorrow.
It'll be his third then.
Yes. So there was a point where he says there was a point where we would warm up and I would go through certain days where it'd be fine. Then whenever I got to real basketball activities, I just couldn't do it. Unfortunately, that is what's at hand and has to be dealt with. We feel like another surgery, again, is the best option. The Bulls held their first team practice of the season today, while Ball was in LA preparing for the second surgery of his left knee since January, and his third in his career, including a procedure in 2018 while he played for the Lakers. Ball said he would return to Chicago to be with the team for his rehab. He says, for me, this will be my third surgery. So this time around, I really don't want to rush anything. This can't be good, dude. It just sounds like whatever it is, it's going to be fragile. And this could be an ongoing thing for this guy.
Sort of like another guy that's played for the Bulls, Derrick Rose, you know.
Yep.
Guys always had injury problems. Well, you don't have health, man. You're screwed.
Yep. Well, we were talking about this the other day. The Boston Celtics head coach is like suspended for the season now.
Yeah, having this little tawdry affair.
Shit. Violations in team policies. And it becomes effective immediately. He had a consensual, intimate relationship with a woman employed by the franchise. I don't know, dude. Everybody has their rules, I guess, but he said he apologized, and the team accepted his apology, and he accepts their decision. So, I mean, I don't know. Do you think he gets paid?
I guess that would depend upon the stipulations in his contract.
They say that the Celtics, they're the fifth most valuable franchise in the NBA.
Wow.
$3.5 billion.
Outrageous money now.
Dude, I remember back in the day, like, I think it was the Dallas Cowboys when they were worth like $1 million, and we're like, what? $1 million? Wow. Cray.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, boy. Anyway, so that's the deal tonight. We've got our baseball picks. We got our baseball picks up on Facebook. Tomorrow's Wednesday. You know what? We've got, let me see what we've got coming up for the, because Thursdays, we always get the, you get those early college football games.
Yep.
We've got on Thursday, South Carolina State and South Carolina. Then you got Utah State and BYU. The battles of the states.
Yep.
BYU is out of Utah. Then Friday, we got a really good slate of games, man. Tulane in Houston, UTSA in Middle Tennessee, San Diego State and Boise State, that's always a really good game. Washington and UCLA, that should be really good. New Mexico, UNLV, the Rebels are making some noise too. Some of the matchups on Saturday, you got Michigan and Iowa. That do you think Iowa's going to score at all?
Well, they haven't been all year, so it's going to be interesting to see how it plays out. I mean,
it's at Iowa. I'll tell you what, this could be one of those really tricky games, though.
Yeah, Michigan always seems to kind of have a tough time playing there.
I think the only thing Michigan's got going for them is that Iowa's just not scoring.
Yeah.
So if Michigan can dice up about 20-some points, they should be all right.
Should cover it, yep.
Then you got other notables. You got Kentucky. And this has got to be their highest ranking in a long time. They're number 7.
Yeah, a good team.
Yep. Then you got Ole Miss. They're ranked 14, so that'll be a really good game. And my Sooners, ranked 18th, are heading into TCU.
Horned Frogs.
Yeah, the Horned Frogs, man. They're one of those teams. They could be having an off year, but they are a scary team, man.
Yep.
Purdue going to Minnesota, Texas Tech heading to Kansas State. Any other notables? Oh yeah, Alabama. This could be a trip. This could be a trip up on Alabama because I'll tell you, Alabama has struggled in the past against Arkansas.
Yeah.
They're going into Arkansas.
Big game.
Yep. And here's one that I think could be interesting is the Rutgers heading into Ohio State. Rutgers can always throw that monkey wrench in there, man. They can make it a game. Oklahoma State ranked 9th going into Baylor. Northwestern into Penn State. Wake Forest ranked 22. They're at Florida State ranked 23. The Michigan State Spartans are going to Maryland. Boy, I'll tell you, Michigan State's got to get it figured out.
I don't see him winning that game.
No, I don't either.
Nope. They're horrible.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know what's going on there. I know they're
no. They miss Walker, Kenneth Walker.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. And
of course, last year.
Yep. Their trenches down in the trenches is not as solid as it has been in the past.
I hate to see it, but
yep. Citadel is heading into Appalachian State.
Right.
Those are your Appalachian State. That's your team, buddy.
I love those guys.
I know. Let's see. Anything? LSU is at Auburn. Georgia is going to Missouri. They should not have any problem there. They've always done very well against Missouri. NC State ranked 10th going into Clemson. Clemson's ranked 5th. Do they deserve it? I don't know. It doesn't seem to be as strong of a team as they've had in the past.
No, I don't think so. But that Wake Forest, they got a good team. I like that team.
Yeah. Is your Volunteers off this week?
I'm checking.
I don't see them on the schedule here.
They may have a bye week.
Yeah, you might have a bye week. Georgia Tech going to Pittsburgh. This just the teams are starting to play each other now. The cupcakes are pretty much out of the way. Some teams still think they need to be dealing with them. Smaller schools like Syracuse. Do you really need to play Wagner? Your fourth week in the year. I mean, come on, guys. The hell's going on? Any other bums out there trying to?
Yeah, Tennessee is off until October the 8th. And then they play LSU, and then their next game is against Alabama. The third Saturday in October. That's always a good one.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And then we got Sunday. Then we got back to our NFL. We've got this week. Let's see if we get any nice highlight. Well, Miami's going to Cincinnati. It should be that's Thursday night. It'll be interesting to see if Cincinnati is really like coming around.
Yeah. Yeah, they may be hungover just like the LA Rams from last year.
Yeah. Minnesota heading to New Orleans, Cleveland at Atlanta, Washington at Dallas, Seattle is coming to the Motor City.
Yeah.
Tennessee at Indianapolis always is usually a good game. Let's see what else we got here. Buffalo's at Baltimore. It could be interesting.
Yeah. Yep. In Baltimore.
The Chargers are at Houston, but I'll tell you what, with what I saw out of the Chargers against a team that I think could be even worse than Houston, God, I don't know. I really don't know on that. Kansas City's at Tampa. That should be interesting.
Good one. Yep. Hopefully.
New England at Green Bay. Obviously, it's not the New England of the past, but when you got Belichick as a coach, do you ever count him out? I sure as heck wouldn't.
No.
And then Monday night, you got LA, the Rams at San Fran. Now, that should be a really good game. So, there's some good games out there. As a matter of fact, the Minnesota at New Orleans is in London.
It's in London at Tottenham Hotspur Stadium.
Yeah, you would know all about that, mister.
Interesting. I think it starts at 9:30. So it's on the NFL Network.
Nice. It looks like USA and Saudi Arabia tied at 0.
Yeah, that's not a good result for the USA, man. That's
and it's even though it's international friendly.
It's the last tune-up match because they lost a couple days ago. They played Japan and they lost 2-0.
2-0. Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, they're a young team. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough.
I know. They're going to have to learn how to win, man. Iran, Senegal 1-1. Venezuela 1-0. Panama. Let's see. What did Canada do? Canada lost too.
Yep.
Wow. Crazy.
Yep.
Anyway, all right. Well, tomorrow tomorrow's Wednesday. I'll have some baseball broken down for you. I will have your Thursday night games broken down so you can get in on them early. I'll have prop bets for you. We'll talk about some of those and ones that you probably should jump on. Whatever else we come up with. But Jay, you have a great night.
Sure.
See you tomorrow, and everybody have a good luck tonight. Again, jump on the Dodger game. No run, first inning, lock of the night. You heard it here.
Go Brew Crew.
Absolutely. All right, peace out. Have a good one, guys. We'll see you later, Jay.